远古大陆群雄割据，四方势力战火不绝，一为勇气穿梭于丛林之间，一切障碍都被他视作为猎物。一为力量劈开了世间万物，巨剑出鞘是将世界破坏殆尽。一为智慧操纵着远古奥义，突破自身，迸发出耀世的光芒。一为坚韧，为囚禁了千百年，打破禁锢，只为复仇整个世界。群魔并起，鸟兽无名，王者相争，独霸天下。
Ready to work.
This is it! This is the coronation of a new Warcraft 3 World Champion. WGL Winter 2018 is about to end. We have one more match left, a best of 7 between Moon and Foggy. Korea versus the Ukraine. And here he is, the greatest of all time, closing in on $500,000 prize money ever, by far the most successful one and by far the dominator of this tournament, only losing one map, and that was against Fly in the quarterfinals. Is he stable? Is he still stable? He did some mistakes in important matches and past gold events. He needs his best now because his opponent was wrecking Infi yesterday to make it into this grand final. From the Ukraine, the best Western player since Grubby, the boxing champion. Second time Gold League Grand Final, and he wants to claim the title for the very first time. Foggy against his master Moon. What a match!
It really is Master versus Apprentice. Foggy, he always took Moon for inspiration. As an idol, you may even say. He modeled many of his strategies, his matchups after what Moon showed, and now he is facing the player he perhaps looks up to the most. What is that gonna be like for him? It's gonna be new school versus old school. Of course, Foggy's been in this scene active for 4 years as well. Let's see what he has to say.
Это третий год, когда я профессионально играю в Warcraft 3. Я уже профессионально играю третий год, и за это время мне удалось уже обыграть известных игроков. Мун величайший профессионал в Warcraft 3, и я буду счастлив пожать ему руку и сыграть с ним в финале.
제가 지금까지 워3를 한지 한 16년 정도 된 것 같습니다. 세월이 참 빨리 흘렀고 지금까지 워3를 사랑해서 그런지 계속해서 지금까지 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
大宝，哎，KO去抢了，大法师倒了，一飞打出了机器。
哎呦，怎么玩嘛？
机器，
就实际上木的人口是
剑圣倒了，恭喜一下木。
好会的，
这边只打基地，把罗莱特基地打起来了，
有点凶的。
确实，这边的话是缠绕出了炼金加自己，罗莱特打出了机器，恭喜一下 Foggy。
Я во второй раз в финале WGL, остался финальный шаг, и я сделаю все, чтобы стать чемпионом.
제가 지금까지 프로 선수로 생활하는 동안에 나이테프를 함께 해왔는데 문은 나이테프입니다. 나이테프는 문입니다. 이번 버전에서 우승은 제 것입니다.
It's the biggest match in 2018 Warcraft. $6,500 on the line. And the title, man, the big one. Foggy was there 1 year ago in not exactly that chair, but you know, in that position against TH. He was the major underdog in that matchup. He got a 3-4 out of TH. He was so close.
One of the best finals we ever had. Was absolutely exhilarating. Back then, not even with a live audience. This time there is. If it's going to be a final like that again, we're going to certainly hear him even from back here.
Absolutely, man. The Russian team is still here. 100 kg, Cash, Hawk. They're all supporting Foggy. Of course, Cash was practicing with him a lot, playing a very good Night Elf as well. Moon arriving late today. Had quite a long night yesterday, I guess. Moon there, his statistics are insane.
Yep.
Only dropping one map on Northern Isles.
One map into the grand final. That is completely absurd. And the way he, outside that one map, dealt with Fly, it could have been without dropping a map. Moon, this is by far the strongest we've ever seen him. In the Gold League, he struggled before, but oh boy, is he showing up this time around, and is he a scary beast indeed.
This is the 2007 Moon. This is the 5th race again. At least how he showed up in the group stage and in the playoffs until now. We have seen strong Moons before, and then there was stuff like Naga first against Lawlight last year. His way into the playoffs against Fly and against Lin. 2 orcs, 6-1. Now a Night Elf awaits for him. His first Night Elf mirror in this tournament since the group stage where he played Sonic and Sheesh. He defeated them both 2-0. Foggy on the other side. He had a tough task in the quarterfinal in this matchup against Lawlight. 2 of the 3 best Night Elves in the world clashing there in the quarters, and Foggy was struggling on map 1, came back swinging 3 maps in a row with ridiculous creative play.
Absolutely, and I like that you point this out. It was twice the same, and apparently we do not have any vetoes. Of course, balance-wise, not so important in a mirror matchup. We're gonna go all 7 maps if we do go the distance. Yeah, exactly as you said. He dropped the first map twice and then came back strong. Of course, a sign of his strength to, you know, be able to rely on his resolve and then come back even being behind. But is it perhaps also a weakness? Does he need time? Does he need, you know, that punch in the gut to wake up first? The first map is gonna be Amazonia, where we start this grand final for our world champion.
Absolutely. Foggy, you're right, man. He gave those 2 maps away. Big mistakes in those matches. How fit is he? Usually he goes to bed early. That wasn't possible yesterday, but he was here at the venue practicing at 11:30 a.m. Does this practice pay off against one of the most creative players of all time, against one of the strongest players of all time? Here we go, grand final time. Time to write history. The winner of this best of 7 is going to be the first non-Chinese Gold League champion and the world champion in Warcraft 3.
And the best Night Elf to boot. Moon, such a legend, known as the 5th race. The most successful player ever, and Foggy, if you could dethrone him here, he would finally, if he hasn't done it already, etch his name into the history books of Warcraft 3.
This, what the Chinese production here is showing, is the last encounter of the 2. Shenkui Cup Grand Final and Online Cup. Moon, of course, playing on the NetEase server with a better connection, but he defeated Foggy 4-0. It wasn't even close. Foggy got stomped into the ground, but this is the first time ever where these 2 players collide offline.
Absolutely. And if you ask the pros, they always say it's a different beast offline, especially on stage. This is a very late Ancient of War, by the way. It's a keeper opening. On the other side of the map for Foggy, you can see Demon Hunter opening!
First! For the first time in the Night Elf mirror in this tournament, Foggy throws a curveball again. He has been playing unusual strategies throughout this tournament. The Demon Hunter is not as strong as he was before in previous patches, and since then the Keeper of the Grove has taken over, but we have seen this before in Night Elf mirror, and if you play it perfectly, it can still work and disable the Keeper. Whew, what an opening this is.
In their practice matches, by the way, early today, Foggy versus Cash, I was able to observe some of them. And there, they practiced this exactly. Keeper versus Demon Hunter on this very map. And Cash was able to take games off of Foggy playing Demon against the Keeper. Perhaps there, Foggy getting the inspiration that it is an attempted hard counter, can work well against the Keeper of the Grove.
This time, he's not losing the Engine of War. This time, he's not denying any creeps. This time, he gets the full experience and therefore basically a guaranteed level 2 on his first hero. Lightning Shield creep by Moon as well, but the creeps are not standing as close together as they were for Foggy, so everything is a little faster for the Ukrainian. We gotta point out, Moon's last big success, according to Liquipedia Premier Events, was only in 2011. It was 7 years ago. Back then, the IESF 2-0 win against Lin. Since then, he was in big finals. Not even a year ago at the Neo Star League 4, only 2nd place. WCG 2013, of course, as well. Both against TH, both he lost. Same goes for Foggy, by the way. His only Premier final, also lost against TH. But speaking of the Gold League, again, Foggy was never, ever eliminated by a Night Elf.
And so far, so good, I'd say, as well. This is looking to be a pretty solid early game here for Foggy. He already went for the Mercenary pull to get an early Shadow Priest, so he's got the Dispel against the Entangle and the Mana Burn against the Keeper. Obviously, should be some pretty good answers. Is this hard counter attempt gonna work out for him? But Moon being Moon, such a smart player, he must know how to play around this.
Yeah, this is basically the hard counter, as you said. He wants to get in close combat with the Demon Hunter against the Keeper of the Grove, which is usually very, very hard to do because of the Entangles. You can cast it from long range, but then this time you have the early Dispel against it. Also, you can pull your Wisp. Of course, this will go into your Lumber. You don't really want that, so you have to keep an eye on your Shadow Priest and have to keep him safe.
We see a variance here of units to start with. Moon, the reason he went for this late Ancient of War, by the way, he didn't even go a single archer. Not one. And I think that's to not give an easy kill away to an opposing Keeper, right? Otherwise, what is the big downside of having an archer? So he's going into Huntresses right away and slowing down his creeping, getting burned here. And there is the boots, and this Keeper is going to be out of mana here in no time.
Foggy trying to find a great counter against the Keeper. So far it's working. Lots of mana burns. The Keeper is dry, and he has to use the Moonwells or early Clarities to get the mana back up. But Moon is countering with boots of his own.
Yeah. Tech, by the way, comparable between the two. Foggy is a little bit faster, understandable, with him not having to go for a Hunter's Hall that early. Retreating now. Both heroes here very speedy. Is there going to be an expansion play involved here? In one of those games, certainly. But for now, the answer seems to be no. And I think we just saw a late Hunter's Hall right there, right?
That is correct. And here we see the first Entangle on the Shadow Priest. Dispels it himself, but big damage coming in. This one is going to fall. This is First Blood in the Grand Final. Can he get this one as well? The Hunters are pretty speedy.
Probably gonna get it. They can run those down, of course. He's trying to get us around here against the trees, against the stones, I mean. Doesn't quite manage to pull it off. So a Wisp fallen as well. That is quite a few losses now against these Huntresses, which I guess Moon has to get with such an early, heavy opening with those Huntresses. That's one Archer down, one Shadow Priest, and one Wisp. And that will start to add up.
Moon is at tier 2. Question, what kind of second heroes will we see? Double Engine of Lore for the Korean, double Engine of Lore for Foggy, that's set in stone. It is the Alchemist for Moon. The Keeper-Alki combo is super duper strong. Foggy on the other side not deciding to go for a second hero yet. It was Moon in 2015 when he came back to the professional scene after doing his military duties. He said, okay, the Demon Hunter is so strong that I can play him solo. He was eliminated from the tournament back then. Ah, there's the Alchemist. Okay, I was wondering.
Archers here in a bit of trouble perhaps, but seem to be fast enough to make it back to the safety of the Moonwell. So, seems like we're going to be seeing Dryads from both sides. Later on, Mountain Giants most likely. And if it goes to Dryad versus Dryad Wars with a couple of MGs sprinkled into the mix, the Demon Hunter should be the better choice, right? Because Entangle isn't going to do anything. Treants, doubtful to do much, whereas right-click damage from the Demon is always going to be good.
That's true. If Moon goes to tier 3, though, he will have the Orb of Venom and maybe spread the poison again, as we've seen before. That is easier to do with the Keeper of the Grove, as he is a ranged hero, compared to what the Demon Hunter is doing with his melee attacks. More mobility on Foggy's first hero with his staff now. His signature item, he has defeated numerous humans with that, and orcs staffing into bases, cancelling buildings. This is not happening here. Moon is going for an expansion.
Wow. Investing so much money here into that building when obviously it's going to be Dryad Wars here soon. Is this a little greedy perhaps? Big creep camp here though, that's going to give him a lot of experience and a big item.
This is level 3 though,
it's
as
close.
He shares it with the Alchemist. Not too sure about that.
Foggy honestly got very little done with his small tier 1 army, right? Only the little green camp for his Alchemist. Moon even sees him approaching here with a Sentinel and is quick enough to finish this camp. They're still a bit of slow on these hunts. Oh, I guess it just wore off, so those should be safe as well. Foggy's coming in for the harass, but it's too late.
Mana burn again. There is an Entangle though. Acid Bomb coming in as well, killing the little Froggy here. Dryads, 2 of them. Moon has shown magnificent Giant Micro in his games against Infi, but he loses the first unit here. Foggy not with the best Micro here, just letting the Dryad die, and that's level 3 for the Keeper.
Now it's 2 Dryads versus 1. Even the creeps, for whatever reason, are starting to wake up. But the right click from the Demon is, of course, superior to that of the Keeper of the Grove. Entangle coming in with that wand of mana stealing. Oh man, that was crucial. And don't forget, as long as he holds on here, he's got the Expo coming up behind. Moon already with a 10 supply lead.
Oh, the Wand of Mana Stealing is so good here, giving him some mana back that the Demon Hunter was burning before, and absolutely horrible early mid-game for the Ukrainian, the hope of the Western scene. No tier 3 tech, no MGs. Wow. The Engine of War is moving over. Will he do the same? Does he have the time to creep his own natural? Because Moon has, of course, the Dryad superiority now, has also disable. It doesn't want to engage here, so this gives Foggy some experience, but he needs level 3 against this Keeper. There's no other choice.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And the Dryad numbers are rising for both sides. And if the previous games are any indicator, Moon should be expected to have the better Dryad control between these two. What he did against Infi was absolutely insane on this very map, by the way. Absolutely beautiful plays. In the middle of the map, nice Wisp Scout there, sees the approaching Moon, so Foggy should know that he has the time to finish this camp for that big consumable. He's level 3 Demon now. This was very much so needed.
Okay, he snipes the big one to get level 3 and not much further. Leaves the other ones alive at the natural. Moon starting to mine soon. He is entangling this. A big creep on Foggy's side is going to Moon, just stealing that without being interfered, as he sees with the tree in there that nothing is coming. Good scouting overall by Moon in this game.
Has Foggy seen this expansion, by the way?
I'm not sure.
Does he suspect it as well? I mean, he doesn't really have any reason to, because he went for one engagement so far, and it didn't look like he had the greater force, which usually you should have when you don't have an expansion and your opponent is going for one.
There is a big creep jack coming now. He sniped the item, which... Oh, did he? No, not yet. Just the experience. Might be a town portal, yes, immediately, and that means Moon gets a second big creep spot for free.
Oh man. Is it going to be level up for him? Yes, it's going to be level 3 Alchemist. That acid bomb can absolutely make a difference. And he stole the invul as well, right?
Pretty sure. At the shop. Absolutely.
Oh, that's
and
not
now
good.
the shop is empty for Foggy. Attack upgrades as well for the Dryads. Defense upgrades for Foggy.
He may already have an attack upgrade as well. Nope, that's the first one. Waiting for something. All right, he got the invul. That's very important.
Okay,
but no staff, right?
I haven't seen it either.
Moon going for the counterattack with a Sapper purchase. This could be very dangerous.
Ancient Protector for distraction by Foggy. He just wants the mine to deny the income of gold for Moon. Moon is breaking upkeep though. This would be a great timing. Switches targets now. Moon is coming in. The first big 50-50 fight in this match with a level disadvantage for the Ukrainian.
It's all about micro, guys. The perfect focus fire, the perfect kiting, and spell usage, of course. Spell usage should perhaps be on Foggy's side with the mana burns, but he's not able to get those burns in. Once he approaches, he's going to be getting acid bombed and focused.
He has the Wisp there, though, to detonate against the Entangle and to burn the mana even further next to the mana burn. Both very patient. Moon is waiting for the attack upgrade to finish, and Foggy building the Ancients. Ancient Protector.
First AP is up.
Exactly. And the piercing damage can be great against the Dryads especially. Moon bringing in a Shredder.
Okay.
But the siege is on. He's
Patient
tower
play.
pushing this expansion. Have you ever seen this before? I don't think I have.
And Moon has to engage before these 3 buildings come up, right?
Pretty sure.
He's waiting for the Ancient of War. Okay, in we go. Which Strides are going to die first? Heal Spray coming in right away. The Shredder here is taking quite a bit of damage, getting staffed and saved with this one. Alchemist very far forward for Moon, but seems to be surviving. 2 Dryads down already for Foggy. The Demon dropping lower as well as Sapper's coming in, but he sees it coming. He wasn't getting distracted enough right there.
Lots of damage on the Demon Hunter, though. Has to retreat a little. Can't get into this one anymore. The Concave for Moon looks great. Foggy is losing Dryad after Dryad after Dryad. Heal Scroll for Moon at the perfect timing. And it was a staff only. He doesn't want to give up that siege, but the Alchemist is falling, or is about to fall. There he goes down. Can the trees hold on against this? He has 4 of them now, but there's basically no army anymore.
He's down 40 supply. 40. But he has towers. How good are the APs? Beautiful engagement, by the way, by Moon.
Yes.
If that Sapper had connected, this game would be over already. Like this, not quite yet, I guess.
Mass repair now, or is it just an Exodus? No, he lets the expansion go down because he knows Foggy has nothing else to defend him with.
Smart choice. Smart choice, just lets it go. Realizes he's got this massive army, 1-1 Dryads, going for the altar now. Might even be good enough to not allow the Alchemist to come back.
Buys the Alchemist from the tavern. He has no mana though, and not level 3. That's kind of good for Foggy because it doesn't take that much resources, but now production is cut off. He's town portaling back, but the Treants won't be portaling with him.
It's only 4 Dryads that he has though. I don't know how he's supposed to do this. White arc from Moon here, spreading his Dryads, and once again seems to be getting the better of these exchanges. Obviously, with those masses of Dryads that he has, and the heals coming in as well, the mana burns didn't seem to be effective enough, as only 2 Dryads are left here for Foggy. He's looking desperate right now. Finally, he may get 1 return kill. The staff doesn't seem to be doing too much. There's 1 more heal potion, but now there's a cooldown on it. Alchemist escapes to the back, but no more Dryads left alive for Foggy. His Demon Hunter could be getting surrounded there against the trees as well. That might be it already. Even losing Moonwells to the Treants, and now he is fully encircled, and that's it. GG!
Wow.
And the 1-0 lead for Moon.
Indeed, there was a curveball by Foggy. There was an unusual opening, but Moon just knocks it out of the park in those Dryad engagements, man. The first one was already pretty bad for Foggy. Gotta say, Micro was lacking position, wasn't that great, and he just had this advantage and ran away with it. Once again, Moon has only lost a single map this tournament.
Yeah.
17-1.
The way he uses Dryads, like, it sounds simple, you know, A-click and kite, but it's not that easy. It's about how your army moves in the perfect formation to get the maximum damage out. And he does that so goddamn well. Looks like much better than any other Night Elf at the moment.
Moon is now 5-0 maps in a row. 4 of them online though, so maybe that doesn't really count. We see him drying his eyes constantly throughout this entire tournament. Rarely blinks throughout the games.
Ultra focused, 100%. This is his chance, man. He's been here a bunch of times and he's disappointed. All of those times.
He was quite far or about to be eliminated, and then these mistakes happen, sending in Engines of War into the creeps before they were even finished. As I said, the ballsy Naga play against Lorliot that cost him the quarterfinal last time, he is not allowed to do any mistakes. That was map number 1, usually Foggy's weakest map, so I hope he can step up his game. He needs to.
And of course we're in a long best of 7 here, so mind games, trickery come in, and so on. And yeah, that was the pocket strat Demon Hunter. And it didn't work out. What does that mean? Does that force Foggy now to play standard? Or can he go for another curveball, perhaps Moon expecting standard from now on? Or does this open up some cheese strats or unusual strats from Moon's side, who obviously has so many strategies up his sleeve?
Yeah, maybe he decided to pick that on map 1, because now Moon has to constantly think about it. Will he go Demon Hunter again? Do I have to prepare for the Demon Hunter again? Or will it be the Keeper this time? We have seen so many Keepers that it was kind of set in stone that the Keeper-Alki combo would be the combo that we will see. Not anymore, as it seems.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. You can't make him work on every map, though, the Demon Hunter. This one, I think, is doable. It's very important to get level 2 early and to get level 3 fairly reliable. In Terranar Stand, you can certainly do that on as well. This is a pretty macro-oriented game, or map rather, as well. Between Lorliot and Foggy, we saw a 2-base versus 2-base game, which was so impressive.
And it was, again, Foggy going off meta, as in later games, everyone goes for Mountain Giants. Foggy said, no, I don't want to tank all the time. I want to do damage, going Bears, Roar, and Glaive Throwers. Will he do that again to crush the Mountain Giants of Moon, or will the Korean legend run away with a 2-0 lead? Game number 2, Terranar Stand.
In the top left, it is Moon hailing from South Korea in the red. And the bottom right of Terranar Stand is Foggy in the fitting blue from the Ukraine. Ancient of War here. Fairly greedy positioning, you could call it. From both, by the way. Perhaps one, if it one player, if he shall go for scouting, may want to be aggressive against this.
To that. What do you think about Foggy's choice going Dryad? Do you really... Are you supposed to go for the same units when it's all about micro when you are against Moon?
Especially in Dryad micro battles, mirrors, I would say, you know, Moon is the superior player. But is that the mindset you can afford to have as a pro gamer? Can you go into a match thinking, okay, when we play this game, he's just going to beat me? I don't think that's a healthy approach. And more importantly, perhaps, the hero choice should have been in his favor. He should have been able to get rid of Treants and Entangle super quickly, and the Demon Hunter should have been able to provide good damage, with the burns obviously coming in as well. But in that first game, I think the Dispels were a little later than they could have been. But all credit goes to Moon in that map number 1. He played that goddamn well.
Also denying level 3 for so long was kind of key. But okay. I would love to see kind of a rematch of Foggy versus Lawlight here. It was so interesting to see how this bear flamethrower thing was working, especially when you don't expect it. I mean, it's out now. The strategy is revealed. Moon knows that this is an option. But what's the counter against it then? Does he have one prepared?
Yeah. And it's not only just like the ultimate late game army comp. What also played a big part in Foggy winning that game against Lawlight was that he took the initiative, started harassing with Zeppelins and only Mercs and Keeper very, very early. Later on got double Zeppelin. He really dictated that game from start to finish and forced it into the direction that he wanted it to go. Whereas map number 1, Moon went for the expansion. And when there's no counter expo coming up, it's all to the defending player to just hold on, and then they win the game. Or, in that unusual scenario, you let the expo die, but you killed everything else, so you just go and kill his main. So I'd like to see Foggy take the initiative, go perhaps into a bit of a weird route where it's so hard to find the perfect response.
Absolutely. This is, if I'm not mistaken, no I'm not. Moon has, of course, been in so many big tournament finals. He has 23 solo Premier Tournament wins. Only one was a Night Elf Mirror, and he lost that against Dreammind back in 2007, WEG back then. So it's historically, this is his weakest matchup, but times have changed since then.
What we're starting to see materialize here could perhaps be a little bit scary for Foggy. First of all, losing the Archer here isn't the greatest. There should be a block coming in as the detonates against the Treants secure more experience. Nice block now from the Shadow Priest. Will secure that Archer's life, I think. But what I was talking about was we have double Ancient of War coming in, Huntresses to be hitting the battlefield, and there's an early expansion attempt from Foggy, which is already apparently getting cancelled.
Yeah, that looks once again good for Moon this early game, who's, by the way, playing on the old stretched widescreen, interestingly.
Right,
so yeah, it's going to be Mass versus trying to get an expansion up, which usually doesn't work, but with access to mercenary camps, it's a little easier at least.
Alright, he uproots now as well, both the Ancients of War, by the way. So, no production right now for Moon. Can still, of course, himself as well go for the mercenaries. Looking for more experience here.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that Lawlight brought into the scene, like this mass Engine of War creeping. To start off with an Engine of War was kind of standard for many, many years, but Lawlight put it to the next level, and Foggy is responding with mass AOW as well.
Creeping up the natural now. That will be close to Foggy's level 3. Moon is going to get it right here. Can he make something work with it? What's he going to do with his level advantage? Big items to be found here as well. Zoe Mask, probably the best one. Oh, no, Flute, of course. I forgot about that one. It's the Root Bracers. Could possibly be decent, but probably not.
Also, Moon has access to the laboratory now, and in the quarterfinal of Foggy versus Lawlight, we've seen Zeppelins coming here into play on this very map. So Moon should be able to do that earlier. Or Foggy scouts it and snipes it would be an option, but he needs better scouting than that. Once again, look at the map. There's only one Wisp moving around.
Oh, this is a Shredder push with mass repairing Wisps.
Ooh, a Remind special. Usually played on Amazonia. Haven't seen that in a while either. Foggy is completely blind. Sends in a Wisp, sees it now, but will the reinforcements be there in time? It's a 7 supply lead already.
It's not that much behind the Shredder, though. He's too far away from the gold mine.
Yeah.
Again.
Has to... This is going to be so interesting. Hunters are coming in now. It will take some time.
Wants to wait for more mercenaries, perhaps, as well. Moon here committing deep into enemy territory, but Foggy's forces are not consolidated. He needs to save... Oh, nice detonate. That was important to save this Huntress.
APs are coming up. Of course, Foggy can go into glaive throwers once he has a little bit of meat to send in first. And the mercenary camp is up for him as well. He can lose 1 Moonwell. That's all right. He won't be supply stuck then. Moon is at 40 supply as well. There is a Moonwell in the back, which I really like because he can send in the Keeper especially to heal up and get some mana back. But this one is not down yet.
Glaives are coming. They could be the savior. Already defensive APs on their way as well, but already we have Foggy committing. He gets the first Shadow Priest. That's the level up for him, by the way, but he's out of mana for now. He's committing deep for those Shadow Priest kills, but he doesn't really get him. Going for Treant's level 2. Now going for the Shredder. He is going to take him out here, but it's taking him a long time. Is this good enough? Scroll the Beast now coming in as well. He has to bring Wisp for the detonate.
Yeah, can he afford it though? Only 300 lumber remaining. Here comes the detonate from Moonside. The Treants are gone again. The AP for him is up and another Shadow Priest in the back. Foggy is losing more and more Huntress. Desperately waiting for the glaive throwers. Town portal into his back to not be separated from the rest of the army anymore and from his reinforcements. Expo is up. More income for Foggy now and a lot of damage coming. Scroll the Beast is gone.
Yeah, wearing off here very soon. And that glaive is going to help out a ton. Can't really get to it. It's behind the wall. It's safe. The AP is here as well. Foggy, has he stabilized? If this Moonwell falls, though, he's supply stuck once again. But now he's got a lot of stuff. Once again moving in. Wisp looking for the detonate. Big one. Right there against the Treants.
He needs repair for this Moonwell or set up another one. He really can't afford to lose this one. Moon is aware of this expansion. Thinking about, okay, should I attack there? This base push didn't really work. Especially the Shredder was very expensive. Foggy is fully mining.
Tense situation though. Foggy has gold to spare. Can't really use it right now. He's going to get the Moonwell. That's a big deal. Supply bulk right now. And the macro doesn't seem to be there at the moment for Foggy to re-establish his Moonwells.
500 gold, now spends a little, but that will take some time. I don't think he's set up another one in the back as he's producing one now. Entangle being dispelled also against the Treants. Level 4 for the Keeper of the Grove. Now Entangle and Treants on 2. Can he take out... Oh, nice push by Moon. Splitting out 5 Huntress to attack this tree, and he can't repair against this. No chance.
Oh man, it looks like Moon is just playing the perfect push right here. He's finding kill after kill, and the Expo, of course, will be the biggest one of all. And the Expo getting mass repaired, but against glaives, that usually doesn't work out too well as the tree doesn't fall yet, but it's pretty damn close. The Wisps here doing their best, as much as they possibly can.
So close. 100 is about to fall, but the Wisps are getting less and less, and so the repair is less effective as well. Foggy's trying to engage, but only with 28 supply. The repair is gone, and the Expo as well.
28 out of 20 supply only. Finally, the Moonwells are finishing. Finally, Foggy can produce something again. But
that was not worth it. The expansion was not worth it.
Yeah, this is his whole strategy. Having an expansion, having the superior economy. Because guess what? In tech, he's so far down. He's still tier 1. Moon, I'm pretty sure. Tech behind this. Well, actually, I'm not so sure. But I thought I saw a tech earlier. And almost level 5 as well. Against
it is level 5 now, just updated here. Maybe the expansion saved his life for a bit as he had to split the Huntress off of the rest of the push, so at least his main didn't get the most more. But look at the map, how much stuff is happening for Moon at the same time. Everything is moving. So much multitasking.
Foggy hoping for some kills here finally, but he's only suffering losses, not finding any kills just yet. Perhaps that Shadow Priest would be a nice pick-off to find, I guess.
Cancelled the attack from the Ancient of War to not deny the experience, but Moon does the job for him.
Dude, this Wisp usage, every single game from Moon. He always has the perfect amount in the perfect position.
And Foggy just can't get the kills. Look at the level difference. 1 3/4, and it's getting more and more. It's about to be a 2-level difference on this Keeper of the Grove. Glaive Thrower being haunted as well. Super squishy. And that is the biggest source of damage. He can't afford to lose it, really. He is holding on to a threat, and this one is the biggest part of the threat. saves it though.
One entangle left here from Moon, I guess, means he can't be too aggressive anymore, but at this point he doesn't even need to. Mud Golem coming in for a bit of slow as well.
Pretty sure there's an expansion coming up. Yep, there is. Moon should be very, very safe to do that. At one point he has to go back and creep that or use some kind of his reinforcements to creep that. Foggy has to creep as well. Needs to catch up. I mean, the laboratory, what a great move by Moon. Totally unexpected. Gave him such a big jump in levels. And therefore the advantage. Also access to the Shredder.
Yeah, the Korean here in prime position to
Did
take.
he lasted it with the Ancient Protector?
I think it did.
Pretty sure. Oh no, the big Sasquatch.
Alright. Gonna be stuck on level 1 entangle for a little bit longer. Moon is taking quite a bit of damage from this creep camp. Can Foggy perhaps find some follow-up kills? Doesn't look like it. His army at the moment is looking laughably small. And it's very defensive as well. He's going glaives, which are good in an entrenched position. But for aggressive maneuvers, yes, they can work. But usually you need tier 2. You need the upgrade. You need Warple Blades is what it's called. But he's still not there.
Zeppelin play now by Moon. Is he just creeping and then flying back? Or does he want to drop into the base? There's not much anti-air to prevent this. Okay, here he comes. Tense situation. Foggy has to scout it. He has an owl. Must have seen it.
He could drop right onto those glaives and then load up again if he wants to. But mainly this is distraction. He's got the Expo in the back.
Something happened, by the way, that Moon is supply stuck. Ah, he killed the Moonwell at the forest right in front of his base. So Moon does have an expansion running soon. But it's some time for Foggy to catch up. But yeah, tech only now.
Alright, yeah, the tech will be coming in, and glaives in a good position with Warple Blades can absolutely obliterate Huntresses. I think this is the best chance that Foggy has now. Go heavy into glaives, and hope you're facing a lot of hunts.
Would love to see the tech of Moon. Haven't seen it yet, I feel. But yeah, he's creeping his natural now. Tree will walk over. If he has Nature's Blessing, then it's going to be very fast as well.
Very good Sentinel there once again. Moon sees these treants coming. And yeah, he's going to be tier 2 here, or is already there. Doesn't get any more experience from this, but will get an item at least. These hunts are still pretty banged up, so...
Yeah. Oh, Keeper entangled. Staff's out, though. Just causing a little bit of distraction. Still at 40 food. Where's the next Moonwell for Foggy? He's supply stuck. At 40.
Has perhaps forgotten about it. That's painful. There it comes only now. Oh, the macro slipping a little. But he's got 5 glaives. Or at least he's going to have them very soon.
Vorpal Blades as well.
There it is.
Super important upgrade.
I don't think they have attack upgrades, though. So they're not as...
Never had the resources to do that. Hunting the Mud Golem usually doesn't work. And the Keeper of Moon is getting closer and closer to level 6. Zeppelin time now.
Yep.
The saving unit against Lawliot twice.
It is available, so here we go. Alright, this is going to have to be some crazy glaive play. As we can see now, no damage upgrades, but Vorpal Blade still makes him dangerous.
Can he... Okay, he can shoot there if he gets the vision, so the Entangled Goldmine might be delayed. That's exactly what he does. Repairing is not possible at that stage. Nature's Blessing coming for Moon. 65% done, and then 5 more armor. And faster units, also working on the trees, on the treants.
Looking to drop right on top of him, but there's a bit of piercing damage here. This is dangerous.
Yeah. Foggy was winning the Zeppelin micro games against Lawliot, but Moon, the inventor of this thing on this very map. How historical is this? Ooh!
But the glaives now on the other side, actually putting work into those huntresses. Wow, this is a very tense situation. He's getting a first kill, the Berserker. That's not too bad. And now we have Maz loading in and out. A lot of juggling going on right there. He's going to get the Berserker right now. Getting him level 4 as well.
Oh, and he denies the mine again. There's not much attack, like no angle to attack for Moon at the moment. Foggy is going with Treants against the Tree of Life. This will take some time. Uh-oh, if you drop the glaives, of course, it won't take time. And Moon is looking for a counter expansion, but there is none. So wasted time for the Korean as Foggy takes out the expansion.
Okay, what now? Is it full out base race time? Is he gonna go into Foggy's main? Foggy does not have a TP. That, of course, he sees. It seems like he's gonna do that. Hippo Archers!
Ay, that is awesome against these glaive throwers, but as you said, there is a little bit of anti-air. He's going for the tree right away. He wants to deny Foggy's complete income, but he can't afford to lose the Zeppelin. Really, how much damage can he do against this? Is it the staff, right?
Yeah.
Only the staff. Okay, we have a big attack on 2 screens. The Tree of Ages is about to fall.
Mass Wisps coming out for the repair. Are they going to be good enough? What about these glaives? They're no longer protected. There's nothing to shoot up in the air.
No anti-air. Moon will take out these glaive throwers. Perfect counter once again. The Keeper and the Huntress are not enough to keep his tree alive. Oh, this is looking desperate for Foggy. He was so close to coming back to this game. Level 6 for the Keeper of the Grove. He's repairing as good as he can. He's doing damage with the glaive throwers as good as he can. Here comes Tranquility, and that should be the end for the Tree of Ages. Foggy has no income anymore.
And soon to be no glaives anymore either, as the Hippo Riders here. Not the strongest fighters, but if they have no counter at all, then of course they can whittle away at those. And yeah, that's it. No more glaives, no more damage. It looks like Foggy's got no more chance.
Absolutely. Down to 21 supply. Desperation! 2-0 for Moon, expanding his record on 18-1.
Ooh. My goodness. He is just looking untouchable right now.
Catching Foggy off guard with the Shredder push. He didn't see it coming. Had nothing to scout this. Super unusual laboratory creep with the Engine of War there. And if you're not prepared against this, it's so hard to hold. It was a Mass versus Echo game that is designed for the Mass to win if you play it smart. And yeah, he canceled the expansion. Foggy's game plan was out the window. He was holding on strong. He was fighting like a lion. Tried his best to start a comeback. But also then, when Moon was struggling a little after this while, he had the answer ready. And was it because he forgot the Moon well? That cost him quite a bit of time.
I don't know, man. Moon just seems too smart so far. He knows exactly which engagements to take, how to split, where to go, where to pressure, where to defend, what positions to give up as well, by the way. We saw this twice now, him giving up this expansion, still leading to his victory. Especially, I think, when he pushed the main and ignored the expansion for Foggy there for a while, anchoring that position with 1 AP, that was so smart. That's going to secure this position. It's going to buy him so much time. The Huntresses can go over to the expansion, take that out, because they can't stand in the assault to the main, because they're going to get sniped by the glaive thrower. Dude, Moon, he's pulling like all the right strings right now.
Absolutely. Not a big weakness in Moon's play thus far. Have you seen any major mistakes so far?
I have trouble finding any.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so is Foggy, man. He's trying different stuff. He tried the Demon, then he tried the fast expansion. Neither worked. So where do we go from here? Is it just standard Keeper into Dryads into MGs? Do you really want to go into a fully even Dryad war against Moon?
Don't think so, man. Is it time for the Mountain Giants? We haven't seen one standard play yet. First game was a surprise by Foggy, second game was a surprise by Moon. And what a big one, man. On what's supposed to be Foggy's strongest map. Also this move of denying, like, saying no to the Zeppelin wars. Because he knows how strong Foggy is in those. And it worked well, but then these Hippo Riders, the perfect answer once again.
Yep, absolutely. Foggy was super strong on the ground, but very little anti-air. Moon identifying, as he tends to do, the weakness and exploiting it of any given strategy. Map number 3 here, coming up next. Foggy already with a big disadvantage. Down 2 games. Has to win 4 now. Can only afford to give up 1 more. And that against Moon, who, as you said, has this absurd record now. Of how many is it? 15 to 1 maps? 18 to 1 maps.
10-0 in the group stages, 8-1 in the playoffs.
Northern Isles, our 3rd map. Foggy really has to strike back now. If he drops this one, there's only microscopic chances left for him.
He's a big fighter though. He never gives up. You saw it in the games. He's staying in there until he drops below 20 food. Before that, it's not over. He's taking every single chance he has. But so far, he's running into a wall. The wall that is Moon. The wall that is on his way to the World Championship. Game number 3, Northern Isles, Moon versus Foggy. Who's throwing the curveball now, or will we see the first standard game of this series? Foggy needs to win desperately. Moon needs 2 more wins for the championship.
Foggy, a master at preparing meticulously well for his opponent, adjusting his playstyle to counter the opponent's playstyle. But so far, Moon has parried every single attempt of a successful attack that Foggy was going for. That's scary, right? You're trying to tailor-make strategies against your opponent, and 2 times in a row they get dismantled.
Yeah, absolutely.
Varying openings here between the two. Foggy going for the more greedy big creep camp. Hopefully this time he doesn't lose the Ancient of War. That's what happened against Infi in their series. Whereas Moon is taking the more passive approach, the safer approach. Does this mean that he's like, alright, I can afford to fall behind a little bit early. I just don't want to gamble anything. I will outplay this guy in the end.
Both going keeper. He did the same against Lin as well. Same creep spot on the same map to avoid a very early harass.
Against Orc, though, it's much more understandable, I think. Because, of course, with Windwalk and Scroll of Speed, Blade Master is way sooner there than any other hero. The keeper shouldn't arrive in time at all to harass that. So I'm sure there's a good reason why Moon is doing this. But to be honest with you, I can't see it.
Only the second Korean in a Gold League final is Moon. The first one, of course, being Lin in the final against 1-2-0, which he lost. So Moon would be the first Korean champion of this NetEase/Blizzard tournament. Not allowed to deny anything, of course, and especially at Foggy's creeping, we always have to keep an eye on that, especially in the early game. He might do some mistakes. Moon does not.
Starts off here with the ring, not the greatest, but no denies. That's good, gets closer to level 2. The keeper over here, the greater mana, that's the good start that Foggy was looking for.
And that's the big advantage you can get from this creep spot. Yes, it takes a little longer. Yes, it's a little more scary if you're getting creep check, but this... I mean, lose out the creeps here.
Can you creep that with only 1 archer?
Looks like it. But yeah, the big reward for Foggy was the big consumable. So he has a lot of mana to work with now. And level 2, while Moon stuck on level 1. But yeah, he has a special idea in mind once again. Luring out the creeps to diminish their damage a little, using 4 treants. They're all hurt though.
And here comes the early expansion.
He is very sure that it's working.
Okay.
And it is.
He's also giving his opponent Foggy here though the time to creep up more. And that's gonna be level 3 for him soon. Lord of the Rings, plus 4 armor now.
Okay, Foggy needs to scout this immediately. It was this map where Lin had no idea that Moon was expanding, or at least where Moon was expanding. He wasn't able to find the second tree of life of his opponent. And if that happens to Foggy as well, dark times coming for the Ukrainian.
Greater mana already popped here, just for creeping purposes. There was a blue dot for Foggy moving around the bottom side of the map. Must have been a wisp, of course. Don't see it anymore, but seems like he knows what's up. And he's going to attack this expansion with a summoning of treants. Should be a cancel. A bit of a mistake perhaps for Moon to not have wisps here, but they might be coming over. There's 2 wisps right there. Are they going to be in time?
That must be a kill. There is Entangle, of course, to get rid of the Keeper's right clicks, but the treants are putting in the damage. Oh, are they? Here comes the detonate. Entangle's 1. Splits the damage, but the treants are still alive.
He has more treants though.
Game on a knife's edge. First one is down, second one is down. 2 new coming in. Entangle. No more right clicks from the keeper. Foggy, this is almost do or die. Oh, the Cloak of Shadows is helping a lot, and the expansion is down. TP out though.
Cost him a lot. Cost him the TP, cost him the greater mana, cost him time for creeping. But most importantly, he gets that cancel. Is Moon going to set it up right away again? It looks like the answer to that is yes, as we can see a new building on the minimap. Put down right there. Tech, of course, behind for the Korean Night Elf. But he's got quite a few archers already. And now with his strong level 3 keeper making his way across the map. But Foggy's going to draw even here in experience. Where's the Null Warden? Maybe he took that out earlier already. Nice Sentry Ward here is going to give him great vision onto the Archer. Should be an easy kill here. Long range entangle. Foggy can detonate against it though. Nicely done. Saves the lives of his little friends.
700 gold for Foggy, saving a lot. Moon, of course, setting up this expansion again, uses his resources wisely. Oh, takes out the Watch Award. We've seen a lot of important Watch Awards here in this tournament. Foggy sees it as well and takes it out. That was important.
Yeah. With the Acid Bomb advantage now, with the Alchemist coming in, it's going to be pretty scary timing that Moon has to face here. Can he still hold on to his expansion? And does Foggy expect a new expansion attempt? That's perhaps the bigger question.
And we haven't seen a Wisp coming over yet, summoning Nutrients.
He's definitely expecting it, though.
Yeah, with the Treants, of course, Moon sends a lot of stuff away from this, might be cancelling this right away as he sees Foggy coming. So, for the first time in this series, Moon is countered.
Detonate Wisps coming in.
Wants the heroes, wants the mana, entangles once, at least gets rid of the mana.
He's still holding on here. Maybe this is not over yet. He's buying time for his own tier 2, by the way. Alchemist for him isn't too far away, and there's a big archer advantage for Moon. And normally you want to follow up that acid bomb with the right click and focus fire, but Moon is holding on here, and now Foggy's keeper's out of mana.
Okay, no more Treants with this afterwards, and it's almost finished. He does a lot of damage, but he can't get the damage done. Oh, the archers are down. Whoa, he cancels though! Was that necessary? Didn't have that much repair anymore.
Oh, the
Reveal
dust
being used, very important to get the kill on the archers. He's attempting a kind of a surround. Can he get more kills? Yes, he does.
Okay, so I think he killed 2 archers, lost 3 archers. But most importantly, again, gets the expansion, but Moon is not stuck on tier 2 or whatever, as he's tier 2, stuck on tier 1, excuse me. He is tier 2, he's got the Alchemist. Did Foggy go tier 3 behind this, or what is the follow-up?
Yeah, that's the question. Once again, 1/4 of a level ahead is Moon. New Watch Award. Hunter's Hall is very late.
A Foggy special.
Usually a Foggy special. Maybe for once Moon takes a play out of Foggy's book. But okay, lures are up. No tier 3 yet, but Dryads coming. And Moon's Dryads are gonna be very late.
Yeah, this should give him a big map control advantage. Here comes that tier 3. He's gonna have Dryad slow soon, but he doesn't have much archer damage. Follow-up. In fact, he has no archers left at all. Now focus. Oh my god, there was a staff on the ground. Moon could have almost stolen it. Jesus Christ.
Tense situations here. First Poison Ivy combo in this grand final, I think.
That sentry again being so valuable.
Yeah. But Moon's expansion plans, are they completely cancelled now? Looks like it. Oh, glaive throwers.
Oh man, and let me tell you, glaives with Warple Blades are really good against Dryads. But of course, Mountain Giants will be coming, most likely. We saw the tier 3 tech from Foggy already. Now with a pretty big force as well. 35 supply for him, against 32 for Moon. Pretty low tech army, only archers so far. And this is a big camp for Foggy if you should get it.
Yeah, Moon is on the rise though, coming. Saw this with the Watch Award once more, but the Warlord is gone. As you said, big experience, big item. Ankh of Reincarnation, never wrong to have against Entangle Acid Bomb. But also not the greatest item. Foggy without a TP still.
But with his Dryad advantage, he's not really getting much done, right? No kills yet, despite those fast units, the Dryads, which have the slow as well, innate to them.
The town is under siege.
Risky spotting. This ward is revealing again so much for Moon. The first one got killed, but Foggy has no idea where the second one is. So Moon, of course, knows you're doing your stuff, I'm doing my stuff, I rise in levels as well, I'm gonna get the big consumable.
Foggy has 2 Mountain Giants now in production with a Moonwell that just finished. Those are gonna be his big tanks. He gets shop control as well, that's a big deal also. Only 1 shop here on this map. Did he not go for the invul?
I don't think so.
Really? I mean, he has the Ankh, but he still got money to spare.
Yeah, you really want that invul to break Entangle and be able to chase further?
Good scout here with the Treant. Probably too far away to do anything about this though. Also, he's waiting for his MGs. Doesn't want to overcommit before them, I guess. Zeppelin, purchased of course for Moon. He's a master with this and makes a lot of sense with the glaives coming in.
He has 5 anti-air units, 6 anti-air units though, and the 2 heroes and the Dryads. There is a chance for Foggy to take the Zeppelin out early. How far are the upgrades? He didn't start yet, right?
No, not yet.
Hardened skin and resistant skin.
He has the resources for it. Sometimes Foggy slips in his macro, and now he's focused on this attack. Still forgetting about the upgrades.
Big to take it out. Nope.
I think he just started the upgrade.
Okay.
He needs both though, or he wants both ideally.
Yeah, otherwise can be
Ancient of Wind.
Ah, against the
Oh, I like
Zeppelin.
that.
Okay, this time he's preparing the winds.
Only hardened skin, no resistance skin. So Entangle could turn out to be very good if it doesn't get dispelled. But it's level...
What?
Ah, he's level 4, okay.
Okay, he's level... Yeah, you're right. Heal spray on both sides, most likely. Foggy scouts this army again, checks the inventory, sees the big mana that Moon got as well. And now it's time to defend again.
Is Moon trying to push this here?
Yeah, look at the main man. Mass Exodus
Oh
of
my
Wisps,
god.
I guess. Hardened skin is done though. Moonwells are empty, but he has a shop too.
Oh, I love that hippo, by the way. It's going to be almost here. Can he keep it alive, though, against these archers? That's the question.
Okay.
Ooh, tense moment right here.
Moon is pushing for the 3-0. He has a lot of damage, but Foggy has the big giants. No Wisp coming in for the detonate, but the Dryads are there. 2 of them not doing too much here. So he lets Moon go through this choke, which is understandable. We want to reach the hippos as well, the glaives as well.
There's the hippo. Resistance skin coming in as well, but it's going to take a little bit longer. And look at those Dryads just pop. Zeppelin won't be alive for too much longer, but he can't reach the glaives just yet.
Resistance skin is gone. The 1 production building is gone as well. 5 supply advantage for Foggy, but the Dryads can't do anything. He has to go for the glaives somehow. Has to diminish the damage while they can still shoot. Once again, Dryads splattering. Keepers out of the fight as well. Moon just right-clicking on the lore. And this looks good, man. This looks really good for Moon. Attacking this Alchemist. The production is down. He can't go for more Dryads. He can't go for more Mountain Giants. Now the Keeper down to 50%. Has to save himself to the shop. Has the potion. Oh, he has the Ankh. All right. Anti-Magic Shell even to get out of this. This is kind of the same situation as Lawlight was in when Foggy was pushing, getting a taste of his own medicine here. And the damage more and more and more. Staff out this time. But how to heal? Okay, a little bit of Moon Juice was there. Glaives are falling. The Mountain Giants are breaking through. Can Foggy hold this?
He can't reproduce. As you said, the lores were taken out. Now the Moonwells are falling. It's just so much damage. 2 attack upgrades on these glaives, man. They're just ripping apart this base, and the Mountain Giants, they're just tickling. Maybe they kill 1 or 2, but it's taking way too long. Foggy left with only his heroes. He needs to get this hero kill, and he'll be able to get it as well. Ooh. Takes it out with a tree, I guess.
Can he pass the Ankh? He needs to. Yep, he does. So the Alchemist is down on both sides, but the 1 is coming back. And now he needs to clean house on these glaive throws. How many can he take out? It's only 1, but okay. Town Portal out as well. Foggy 36 supply. Moon down to 34. Mountain Giants still on the battlefield, and lores are coming back. Tense game 3.
Absolutely.
Between the 2 greatest Night Elves that we have at the moment.
Oh my god. That was so close.
Moon was about to earn himself the match points.
So important that he had that lore coming up in the back so he can produce again. Here we have the Moonwell as well. I wonder if he still has the hippo, by the way. Could do a great job scouting.
I think so. In the next to the shop, maybe. The ward in the middle, by the way, is gone. So whatever Foggy does, Moon will not see it anymore. And time to level the Alchemist now. He has the level 2 for some spell, either Acid Bomb or Heal Spray.
All right, Moon. This was a big committed push, and it didn't kill your opponent. What is the follow-up?
That's the question, man. He, of course, only has the 2 Engines of War. I don't know if he has lores. I don't think so. So how do you protect them? Treants, of course. Foggy didn't pull too many Wisps because I think he couldn't afford it, really. If you use Dispel against them, the Dryads were popping too quick and he just couldn't Dispel. If you have nothing to protect these glaives, they're gonna die super quickly.
Yeah. Was really surprised, by the way, that the Mountain Giants didn't have the sticks, right? They have more damage and more range with that. They have less damage against archers, yes. But that's not really what's the scary part. It's all about these glaives.
Yeah, kind of true. Maybe he felt that he didn't have the time and therefore didn't go for them.
For getting up to 3 MGs now. Will be 4 MGs soon, most likely, unless Moon strikes before. And that seems to be the case. He has 2 Zeppelins now.
Level 3 for the Alchemist for him as well. But the Keeper surpassed Moon's Keeper, going closer to level 5. Foggy is moving out as well with 40 supply. We don't know if he uses anything on the market. Oh, he doesn't have the gold to use anything at the marketplace, so that should be alright. Treants being used, aiming for some right-click last hits, but not against glaive throwers.
And Foggy fights in the middle of the map. Oh, this Keeper, damn! Dropping really low. Good anti-magic usage right there. Going for his own Keeper focus. Shouldn't he be going for the glaives? The Hippo once again going to take out one of those Zeppelins, but there's a second one as well, remember. The Alchemist dropping lower. He has to transfer something. The staff is there. Does he have to use it? Not just yet.
The Mountain Giants still in the glaive throwers. Can't do too much damage though, as they are attacked by basically everything.
Okay.
Foggy equals in supply now though.
No units were lost.
My god, 7 glaives with 2-0.
And I think it was a really good idea to fight away from his main so his infrastructure wasn't in trouble. But now again, Moon is moving forward.
He needs to buy time for this 4th Mountain Giant. That's the critical mass. That is when you create the black hole of taunt. Wisps are coming in now.
Okay. He can afford to lose his Ancient of Wind. That one is not so important.
Can be a big dispel if he hits it, but Moon retreats for this. Oh, only getting no experience here.
Staff back in. Decent damage here against the MGs actually, and good spread on these glaive throwers as well.
Wants to take out the Wisp, so there's no repair anymore. But there's again the Poison Ivy. There is once again the anti-magic. Foggy finding a solution to this combo in his shop with these items, but of course they cost a lot.
You can't let these glaives into your main, dude.
Nope.
You're gonna lose your building so fast.
He doesn't have any kind of damage against them though. Only Mountain Giants. He has to taunt a lot, but again, heal potion has to pass his anti-magic, exposing his keeper.
Super low HP, has to go back, has to heal, has to get to the shop and the Moonwells and everything. What's he going for? He's going for the Tree of Eternity. He may have to uproot this.
Yes,
he does.
Okay, mass repair coming in. With this uproot, there's no fortified armor anymore, so the siege damage of the glaive throwers does less damage to the tree. And
ooh, it's close.
Mass repair, acid bomb on the Wisp. How long will that last? He's killing one glaive thrower after another. Level 5 here as well. The Wisps are almost all dead though. Glaive thrower after glaive thrower is falling. Moon down 31 supply.
Only
no
2 glaives.
income for Foggy.
Only 2 glaives.
The Treants are coming. Moon has
only 1 glaive.
One more volley. Maybe.
Oh my god.
He eats a tree. He might stay alive. One more volley. No, the glaives are gone. Only right clicks from the hero.
Oh my god.
Moon does it. TP's out. Oh my god. Foggy has to react immediately, grab some sticks, move over, and kill Moonspace because there is a big gold advantage now coming for the Korean.
Foggy should be able to make a new tree, right? Didn't he? Doesn't he have a Wisp left? He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had the gold as well.
Did he sell something? He's moving across. There is nothing that Moon has for defense right now. He's got his heroes, but that's it. Good scouting there as well from that Hippogriff. He's got 1 glaive coming, but 1 glaive does nothing. Okay, he's got 2 already. Excuse me.
Would love to see the inventory for Moon. He's aiming for the Zeppelin again, and this time there is no Hippo near, right?
Should be somewhere close by. Foggy abandoning his main. Is this too dangerous? This could be all-out base race, boys.
Crazy how Moon is still in this game after
Foggy
losing the entire
cancels it.
army. Yeah, he cancels it. He can go for one more attempt to rebuild his tree. Okay, no stick time yet.
Pick up the sticks, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
He needs the siege damage. There goes 1. There goes 2. He wants the constant damage. Moon is thinking. Oh,
the Hippo kill was big.
The Hippo falls.
That was a big one.
And he can save the glaive throwers now. Moon Man is in the ropes, but he is doing so great.
Oh my god.
No chance against this one. Both players without income.
Hero Wisp. Hero Wisp. This is the last Wisp, dude. Panic mode right here.
Okay, who's clobbering down buildings fast? 2 glaives of 4 Mountain Giants. Still Wisps for Moon.
Yep.
Foggy is trying to take them all out. Level 5 on the Keeper now as well. Helps, of course, because there's more Treants now for him as the siege damage intensifies as well.
Oh my god. Our first base race in this whole tournament. And I got no idea who's ahead.
There's a gold mine coming for Foggy at the 6 o'clock position. He cannot allow Moon to scout this. He's chasing this glaive thrower. And Moon is not scouting this.
It's daytime. I'm pretty sure he saw it.
A player's forces are under
Not
attack.
sure, man. One more hit, and Moon is down to 23 supply. He cannot build another Tree of Life.
I think Foggy should have made 1 more Hippo with the last bit of cash, but I guess then he couldn't have made a tree, right?
Yeah.
But Foggy can't make Wisps anyways. It's not like he can mine from this expansion. But he's got a big building, which is pretty tanky, which can eat trees as well for health. Oh my god, this is so weird. Okay, Zeppelin, 2 coming in. This Wisp cannot die. If he cancels the tree, it's okay. But the Wisp cannot die.
Okay, going for the Entangled. Zeppelin comes in. 2 heroes can attack this. He's only summoning the Treants for this damage. Keeper of Moon is quite low. Alchemist is taking care of the treants. Is that enough, though?
Where are the MGs?
Here they come for the taunts. He needs the taunts so desperately.
Oh,
Poison
Entangle!
Ivy! Mass damage on the Keeper!
He
and
is
Foggy
dead!
kills the first hero, but the tree is gone as well. Is this Engine of War the last building for Foggy? But the mountain... Oh my god, he needs insane Glaive Thrower micro now against this.
There's something in the top right. He can make one more building as well. The top right building is getting taken out.
Boy, the Alchemist is falling as well. There's no way out for him, I guess. Moon hanging on to his Glaive Throwers. I don't know if he has an inventory. The Moon Well is super low. The Alchemist is down. Needs to kill this. The tree is falling. Yes! He started another Engine of
Oh my
War.
god!
Moon was so sure of winning
Zeppelins!
this. Now the Zeppelins are super close of dying. Moon still has a chance. Sends in the
Oh
tree.
my
A
god.
desperation move. They're about to expire. Only the Glaives. Moon at 10 supply.
Oh my god.
He has another building in the bottom.
Wait. He knows where the last building is. He's revealed. It's that Moonwell. That one.
He
That
has
one.
to go. He's not sending them. He's not sending the giants in.
He's protecting firstly.
Oh
my god.
Oh boy. Split your forces. He could attack it. Foggy. He could win the game right here, right now.
The one MG is going. The one MG is going, I think.
Doesn't have the siege damage though.
Moon has
Takes
to.
some time.
Moon has to kill this right now.
Absolutely.
Right now.
He has 3 Glaive Throwers left. Attacking the MG first. That was certainly a mistake by Moon. Maybe the first big mistake. Foggy has a building up, and the Moonwell is about to fall. He's eating.
Oh, that's the last one.
Hit.
One more.
Oh my
One
god.
more.
No, super low damage roll.
No, there's another one somewhere.
Where?
Oh, that's it. Oh my god.
What a nail biter! A game going down to the last building. Moon tapping out here, and Foggy makes this a series.
I'm shaking, dude. My goodness. We don't have base races in this game. What is going on? Whoa. The one building that Moon had left was an ancient somewhere, I guess. Uprooted.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh
At
my
least
god.
it's not a 4-0 this time. It was Shenkui Cup where Foggy was defeated 4-0. Not this time. It's offline. He had a day to prepare. That's his big strength. And what now? Moon has been countered for the very first time in this tournament. Will Foggy start his snowball now that he knows this guy is beatable? I have the strategies, I have the skills to defeat the greatest of all time.
Yeah, and what I said at the beginning of that game before everything went crazy, I think was pretty true. He had to come back here, otherwise the chance is so slim. But Moon, man, wow, he was so close to winning that game so many times. That was a beautiful game.
Absolutely. His game plan being destroyed early on by this time Foggy's great scouting, seeing the expansion right away, that was key. You cannot allow Moon to get this expo up early. If you want to rush tier 3, you get just annihilated by Glaive Throwers. And then the Glaive Throwers came, and he lost the entire production.
Yep.
Usually, that is Foggy special, especially against human. How he was able to take out workshops back in the day was magnificent. But now Moon is using his own weapon against him, man. But he held.
Yep.
It was super close, but he held. And as you said, man, Hero Wisp. If not for this Wisp, if not for this building in the south,
Yep, that's it.
he is losing this final.
Ooh, boy. It's so rare that such a special game happens in the grand final as well. Down to the last building, like, if we had an ahas right now in our scene, I would love to have a percentage of in how many, like percentage-wise, how often does that occur? It must be in the small point decimal digits.
Sorry, man, I am a stats man, but I'm not that level yet.
With Reforged, maybe, who knows
Echo
what's
Owl's
gonna be
next.
coming. Okay, what does that do to Foggy mentally? He was down 2-0 against his big idol, his master, the master of almost all Night Elves it seems, but now he has proven to the world and to himself he can hang with the best player of all time. He can take a map off of him, and maybe he can win this entire final as well.
Echo Owls. Haven't seen that map too much, to be honest, in this tournament. Moon still, if he wins this map, his first pick, this is his map now. If he wins this map, he has match points. 3 in a row. So far, we see a normal, again, this careful engine of war creeping by Moon, not taking too many risks, and Foggy doesn't really care. He is going for the most risky creep spot on this map, next to the marketplace, I guess, but this will give him access to the so important Shadow Priest, if it works.
If he gets it, because sometimes that gets stolen. If Moon should have a Wisp over there, takes that Shadow Priest away from Foggy, with that harasses the Ancient of War, and perhaps even a Keeper comes in, maybe that Ancient of War falls.
Yeah.
Maybe you lose your Archer as well. Maybe the game is over right there. So, this is a bit of a risk.
Keeper once more. No surprise Demon Hunter, no super surprise Warden. And Moon is scouting only now. And then he has to finish his creep spot as well, or at least the big ogre. I think is this enough time for him to move over? He could detonate against the lightning shield.
Yeah, right. The perfect usage here would be Wisp to steal the Shadow Priest and then detonate against the lightning shield. It's gonna be interesting how Moon plays this here. How aggressive, or does he still feel confident enough to give a bit of an early advantage away to his opponent? And then fight back later.
2 wisps already. Foggy sees this wisp. Will he focus on it and lose some time? Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, he wants to steal the Shadow Priest. You can see it already.
Yeah. Cannot be allowed though. Keeper is coming from the north. Moon is getting a right click. Claws of attack, and he's moving over right away. Yes, he does.
Okay.
Entangle on this wisp. He can't go for the Shadow Priest and can't dispel the lightning shield. But the Keeper, as you said, with the Treants, will provide a lot of damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so we have the Shadow Priest going Foggy's way. Lightning Shield is there. Not the perfect Lightning Shield, but the important creep, of course, is the big boy.
Yeah, he's focusing on this Renegade Wizard now. And he needs to, because this item, he can't give it up. He can't give the experience up. Moon is almost there. Whoa, that was close. Talisman of Evasion, not the greatest as well. He has to be careful to not kill these creeps. How much experience goes to Foggy? Nice Entangle to prevent the right clicks, to make sure he gets the last hits. Game deciding move maybe here already. Oh, almost again such a nice Entangle, but this is level 2 for Moon now. Entangle of his own, and the Shadow Priest, yep, can't save himself, not a single dispel coming from this. There was a big investment, and Moon makes this worth 0.
Yeah. Despite the Wisp not getting anything done, this was a very, very good harassment early on by Moon. The slow there, perhaps a little bit unfortunate to land on the Archer. Perhaps he should have dispelled it, though. If he dispelled that, then he should be able to get to safety. So perhaps Foggy here not responding perfectly. Where are we left with now? It's a level 2.5 already?
Ooh, I guess he got a lot of last hits. Did he take out the green spot below his base?
Ah, yeah, he did. Yeah. Ah, yeah, okay. Ah, that's why that's where that's coming from.
But Foggy didn't kill the entire spot, so he's not level 2, does not have Treants, and especially if Moon sets an expansion up, how does he want to cancel this?
It's gonna be tough. Sells the Talisman here. Keeper not really a tank, so doubtful that that item is going to be very good for him. And now he's moving across with level 1 only. Both players here going Huntresses, both players teching is what I wanted to say. But Foggy's not teching. He's on double Ancient of War tier 1 production. Hoping, I think... Oh, and that's also not good for him. Hoping for an early expansion, but that's not what Moon's playing. He's teching. He's got the Mercs now as well.
He has to staff out immediately. This didn't do anything except get a little bit of mana from the Shadow Priest, but the Shadow Priest is alive, the Berserker is alive as well, and since Foggy is going into Mass Huntress, this Berserker will be a lot of damage coming for him. And Moon can creep this Mercenary Cap now with ease. He's not getting punished for anything, and getting super close to 3. Bad early for Foggy. Expansion though. Right? No, it's the second
it's the Ancient of War.
Yeah.
Is this an AP push? There's a lot of Wisps moving over right now. Look at the Wisp Scout from Moon, though. At the north, he's at the top of the marketplace. He sees the Wisps coming. Moon, with his Wisps, is insane.
Next level scouting.
It's insane.
This entire tournament. I would love to have a little clip from this wisp movement or whatever movement on Terranas where he covered everything.
And
And
that's-
this first Huntress
level 3.
dead in level 3.
my
You
god.
cannot push against this. Not if it's scouted and not if you're facing a level 3 keeper. Impossible.
Moon here in a magnificent strategical position. Like, this almost couldn't be any better. The Sentinel there, that's actually Foggy's. But he's only got level 1. Not even any treants. Only 2 hunts here. There's a Dispel from the Shadow Priest, I think, still left. So, what can he do?
Player's forces are under attack.
Moon has now Huntress of his own. Maybe steal the next round of Mercs. Distract there, build APs in the north. It's tough. It's really tough to get out of this position now.
And time is of the essence here. Moon realizing, okay, you want to push me, I go full defense.
Tier 2 Vorpal Blades already. If he gets Vorpal Blades, this game is so over.
The Wisps apparently only for the detonate here, but you're not going to crack this base. This keeper is too strong.
The town
Foggy
is
with a little
under siege.
supply lead, but attacking now.
Wow. Plan B.
Almost 2 minutes behind. And how do you want to prevent a push if Moon is deciding to go for glaive throwers and then
A player's
come right in your
forces are
face?
under attack.
Mercenaries must be the answer, right? But again, he's supply stuck. That is such a big issue.
If Moon even decides to push, could just tech up now himself, get to a strong army, expand behind it maybe. So many paths open now to the Korean Night Elf. Greater mana, okay.
For Foggy. You can certainly do some stuff with that. And this was important. One of the 2 unique spots on the map goes to Foggy. He's catching up in experience. Moon invested a lot into this defense. Second Engine of War, Engine Protector, Mercenaries a lot. And it was, of course, it wasn't really a fake because he wanted to go for that. But at least Foggy's getting the second unique spot as well, catching up.
And the scrolls. It's
And-
daytime now, scrolls become available. Heal scroll already there. Protection scroll could be a consideration, and his level 3. All things considered,
Are under attack.
Foggy's catching up pretty damn well.
Yeah, Moon gives him too much space, that's for sure. Maybe too sure of himself.
And one thing to keep in mind here, glaives are there for Moon, but this is a map without Zeppelins.
Yes,
So how effective are they really going to be?
exactly. You can summon treants in the back line and then attack them with it.
Yeah.
At least you force them to move, and that's when they can't attack.
Oh my
the
God.
triple claws. Very good to snipe wisps, this keeper now. Foggy has to wait for tier 2. Glaive throwers are coming. I don't think tier 2 is ready. Nope. Has to wait a little. But why is Moon so passive?
I guess he just thought that for a long time it was going to be a push and was just hunkering down. But if you like move across the map with only 2 glaives, that's what he had at that time, it's dangerous. Like the hunts, perhaps they find a good
Yeah.
position, they can get on top of the glaives. Now he starts to push as it seems.
A town is under
Okay.
siege.
Against the heal scroll, against
Good
the
wisp
big
again.
mana.
Good Wisp Scout this time from Foggy, has to respond.
Alchemist second.
Oh, he could just kill him!
Moon.
Does he see him?
He does.
Easy
Entangle,
kill.
surround. Does he have a staff on the keeper? Does not want to engage here as it seems. Oh, glaives are coming in for a lot of damage, but the Alch is down.
Okay, buying more time for himself. Is he going to go for his own Alchemist here?
A player's forces
Big
are under
pickup
attack.
for Foggy.
Alright, it's going to get the Huntress here, that one's for certain.
Treants attacking already. The Engine of War with the Vorpal Blades. What an important upgrade.
The 2 Shadow Priests here could be the difference maker. A key entangle getting dispelled. Might change the tide of the fight. Moon, by the way, investing a lot of his mana already. He's only at about 150 at the moment. With one hell of an inventory for the keeper, though.
Plus 22. Glaive Thrower Treant Wars on Echo Isles. Nobody is expanding.
When the Alchemist is back, though, throws the acid bomb into those hunts and the glaive start shooting, they're gonna explode. Foggy,
And
does he
that-
have to go for his own Alch?
That will be a pretty quick rise for the level 5 keeper then. And then maybe with Treant superiority. Moon claims shop control for the first time. Gets a heal scroll of his own. Or an invul. Heal scroll. And sold a claw.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Masters around the world will not be happy about that one. Good scouting again. continuous outstanding scouting of both these guys, by the way. Now for once, Moon exposes his own base, and with the glaives here, of course, that base can start disappearing fast.
4 glaives. He's expanding at the bottom right, and he is looking for the distraction push.
Oh, Foggy super supply stuck.
Yep. But at 50, so I guess it's fine. Making sure... Okay, he's losing half the production again. That has been the case on Northern Isles already, and he fought back, both at 50. It's not like Moon has this... Of course he has more damage in his army. Oh, Foggy forgetting about the illusions or faking something.
Yeah, he's faking a flank, I think.
Okay.
Wants to distract over here.
Soaks up the first volley. When Moon is distracted by the illusions. Second volley.
But Foggy can't really close the gap. Or can he? He's trying to go forward, trying to find the kills. His hunters are disappearing pretty damn quickly, though. Who has the better glaive micro right here? Neutron would have a thing or two to say about this.
Oh, the hunters about to disappear. The glaives are still there. Level 5 for Moon. But man, the Alchemist falling for the second time. Going for the hero kill is Foggy. Gathering more and more experience without an Alchemist on his own. Of his own.
More treants being summoned, more experience. Level 5 versus level 4 at the moment.
Foggy can reproduce again. He's at 850 gold. He has to do something with this gold.
Nice detonate there coming in.
Completely out of mana is Moon.
Oh my god, just glaives everywhere. But of course, behind all of this, there's an expansion, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
And this time, Foggy can't use a Zeppelin to get rid of it. Moon is retreating, but the time has been bought.
Exactly.
Level 5. Okay, he got that one.
So what is it? Just pure glaives? Nothing but glaives from Foggy?
He only has 1 engine of war, so Moon can produce his stuff a lot faster. Some would say twice as fast.
You sure you got the math right on that one?
Yeah, I was pretty good at math in school then.
Okay. It's again feeling like Foggy's under the gun and needs to make stuff work right now. He's got more glaives, so if he eliminates like the line before the glaives and then has enough remaining, maybe he can just blast the opposition to bits. I don't know. This is going to be a very explosive fight between these two here.
The thing is, Moon just has to hold on, and then the Expo is up. He's going for the Alchemist once again. He doesn't want this acid bomb against his Treants, but a lot of stuff is happening to his summons, and they disappear immediately. Foggy chose the wrong target, and I think he's still in the dark about this expansion.
He's going to start running here in a moment. Moon's going to go into upkeep soon. I really feel like Foggy has to press the issue.
But how?
Oh, his glaives are getting flanked. This is not good. 3 of them looking pretty exposed right now. They're turning around for the focus. Treants coming out. They're splitting well as well. We have mass wisps coming in for the repair. First glaive to fall pretty fast. He's going for the hero kill one more time. Can he get it? Is that even good enough?
Oh, I don't think so. It's only level 2, but yeah, heal spray. Oh, running into the creeps. Staff out this time. So much damage from the neutrals, in quotes. Okay, he needs to go for the hero kill, right? Or for the town portal there. Nice detonates against the Treants. Moon's glaives finds themselves in the Treants as well.
But Foggy's glaives, they just are having to run. They can't find the damage. They're not getting the kills. He's down to 24 supply. And Moon leaves healthy with 47 still.
And the Expo. It's running.
And the Expo.
This looks so comfortable for Moon right now. He has even archers still in the mix for a little bit more damage. Switches it up now because against the siege damage of the glaives, they take less damage.
Are under attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Moon
Foggy is super out of lumber. Can't do anything. Needs wisps first.
Yeah. Needs wisp to reestablish his economy, then needs time for production. Time that he does not have.
And he needs wisps for the fight as well, so there's a lot of resources going into that one now. At least he reestablishes the second engine of war, so production should be going well. If he has the lumber. No shredder on this map to make up for it as well.
Both keepers here closing in on level 6.
Yeah.
That ultimate can always change a lot of things.
It can heal the glaive throwers, in case you don't know.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is going to be the first official scout, I think, of this expansion. You probably felt it before, that this is most likely down there, but now he's going to know for certain in just a moment. And then, I don't know, how does that impact his playstyle?
Can he? No. Sorry, scratch that. I was about to say like, can he afford a walk to the shop? But with Moon pushing into this base again, pushing for the 3-1, he certainly cannot. No second hero for him that he would be able to split off and then staff back into the base. Not possible. No AP.
Moon here. Moving forward, the glaive count is pretty comparable. Once again, the Alchemist in focus fire, but quick dispel right there. He has the potion as well. And some heal spray probably to boot also. Nice big detonate coming in there. That's level 6 for the Keeper. Out of man. Oh, no, actually not. I thought it was. There it is now.
But the Berserker is down and the archers are moving forward. What can he do against these archers? Tranquility, but it's still only 35 supply, 20 food difference. He's not pulling in any trees. Here comes the Entangle to get rid of it. Acid Bomb as well. There is a scroll for Foggy, but only for this one unit.
And now he's pushing forward. He's destroying the base, he's destroying the units. It seems like there's only one way this is gonna go, and it looks to be in the Koreans' favor. Retreating a little bit, falling slightly back. But he's up by about 30 supply. This seems to be pretty desperate right now for Foggy.
Yeah, this is total annihilation right now. He's losing another glaive throw. He's losing one more glaive throw, the last one as well. This must be the tap out soon. Moon can just wreck his entire base right now. Treants are walking in a Congo line. That's easy for the glaive throws to take them out. Detonate coming in as well. Only 2 remaining. Archers clean this up. Tranquility for him as well. And look how nice it is for the glaives and how nice this game went for the Moon. Match points for his first Gold League Championship. And for the first Korean title ever.
Unbelievable how he keeps up this performance across group stage, across all playoff matches. This was, how many? 5 days of competition for him, and every day he's looking insane. He is looking so good. I don't know if we can find any flaws really in that last game. That was just unbelievably powerful.
19-2. 19-2.
And one more for the championship.
Exactly. This harass against the mercenary camp. It's so nice how it works out for him to play passively and find the targets all the time. If his opponent is exposing something to him, he's there. It wasn't super, like it can go worse. High at WCG final, high infi at this mercenary camp. But it was a jump start for Moon into this game. Foggy was down basically 2/3 of this game. Fighting uphill, Moon just had the thump on him the entire time.
And Moon not really a player to let an advantage slide either. One thing that is standing out a little bit here, a little micro nuance from Foggy's side, it feels like the dispels are always a little bit slow. Be it with Dryads or with Shadow Priests. He holds on to that mana for a long time. Maybe some slightly quicker reactions could be helping him out, but that's not the story of this series so far. Moon is just playing so smart, always the right call, almost always, I guess, and outplaying Foggy so far.
Foggy is the boxing champion. Foggy Balboa is what he's called as well. He needs a rocky storyline right here, right now. He's in the ropes, he's bruised, he's battered, but he's not giving up. The next map is his last choice. If he wins that map, then all the other remaining maps, the other 2, are picks of Moon.
Yeah. And Moon, you know, being such a versatile player, capable of so many different styles, this is, I imagine, a pretty comfortable position for him now. And how scary is this for Foggy? You have no more margin for error. You have to be ready for every kind of push strat, cheese strat, whatever you want to call it. You have to be ready for early expo cancels as well. Your micro has to be on point. This is Foggy under a lot of pressure. And Moon, back where he belongs. Only one step away from, once again, claiming world fame. Last Refuge here, our next map. Usually only Keeper nowadays. We saw one Demon Hunter attempt, but that didn't work out too well and certainly won't here. These two once again stepping into the ring. Is it time for the boxing champion Foggy here to take one more back and make this closer, or is this going to be a quick 4-1? in the favor of the Korean here. Moon is looking out of this world in this entire tournament. Incredible what he's been able to play so far.
One more map for Korean Warcraft history to claim the title for his country for the very first time. It took the Koreans forever to win WCG. It took them forever to get close to a Gold League win. But now the victory is finally close, finally graspable. Lin was close, only one map away. Moon is also one map away. Last Refuge.
With 3 match points as well. If Foggy comes back from this, this is probably gonna be his biggest feat ever in his career. Certainly one of the biggest. When he first stormed onto the scene, there was a WCA qualifier. Back then, he was a pretty gimmicky player, playing Hippo Riders against Cash on Twisted Meadows. That's what really got him famous. But that gimmicky style only worked so many games. As he matured more as a player, Foggy started to play more standard, refining his mechanics, his understanding, his decision-making, and quickly rose to be one of the best players in the world, especially in the Gold Series. Such big successes he was able to achieve, second time in the grand final, but never the title.
2 third places as well. He is really the defender of the Western scene. He played the NetEase qualifier, qualified via that to open up another slot for his scene, for CIS and Europe. Cash was pretty happy about that, I guess. But now he's struggling. Cash can't help him here. He helped him out in like the hours leading to the main event, playing Night Elf Mirror with him. Moon, by the way, still only 3 series lost on patch 1.30. 1 against Focus, 2 against Lawliot. He's not unbeatable, but he is the pioneer of this keeper play. Yep. And he shows why.
Alright, so what's happening in this game? Very mirrored openings here between the two. Excellent Wisp scouting once again by Moon. The unit of the tournament in my opinion. And this guy's controlling it the best out of all. Doesn't miss that detonate, slows down Foggy. It's only a couple of seconds, but this is Warcraft at the highest level. These 1, 2, maybe 3 seconds, they can matter.
Absolutely. Regen Potion for Moon is always nice, but it's not too much. Foggy is slightly behind. What does he get? Watch Awards would be the dream. Wind of Illusion also not too bad. Entangle he gets. Oh, the surround won't stick really. No, opens it up with a tree and very well played by Moon.
And there's no saving this Archer. At least he wants to save the other one. Oh, perhaps he could have saved it with a little bit better micro. Oh, the Archer's running for a life, but gets taken out. And that's those few seconds. That's the Wisp Scout. Delayed him by a little bit, then he's the first one there, can summon the treants, can use the entangle. Of course it's not the end of the world. It's only 1 Archer, but it's a little bit that you can get ahead with little moves like that.
You are already down 1 to 3, and then this opening happens, and you think, oh, damn it, again the early, at least a tiny little move towards Moon. But Moon can certainly be happy with that. If he has an advantage, he runs with it. That has been the story for this series so far.
A player's forces are under attack.
But okay, both keeper level 2.
Moon was thinking of possibly going for the Merc camp, but realizing, this is a little bit risky. Don't need to do that. He's going for the smaller camp. Foggy was anticipating this Merc camp creep, positioning himself aggressively, wanted that to happen, wanted to punish this, but there was no opportunity once again. With a Wand of Illusion now, making good use of that item, tanking the creep camp to take out the Ogre Magi, stealing it away from Moon, and that's a very nice move. Yeah, the item here to be found. What do we got? Greater healing. Pretty good. We've seen heroes in trouble a lot so far in this series, but not quite the greater mana that is the one you're most looking forward to.
Moon is 1 map away from his first Premier Championship since 2011. He has a lot of major championships, also 2 this year, with Shenkui and Color Cup, also PGL in 2016, where it was kind of the big relief that Night Elves are able to win stuff again. Also AWLs, whenever it was not the biggest stage, he's there, and it's always been this way.
Are under attack.
But he can't seal the deal now, and it looks good.
So, pretty comparable openings here, I guess. Hero experience is pretty much the same. We have Archer openings, we have Tier 2. We have a straight-up one-base versus one-base game for once.
True that. Both going for the Alchemist as well. Foggy with the Entangle here. Can he get the damage? I mean, the Acid Bomb lands on the Archers. Moon tries to pick this one up, gets the level up.
That's level 3, that's a big deal. And he's got so much mana as well.
There another Acid Bomb. He prevents the right clicks again. Alchemist damage is not enough. Applies the Acid Bomb here too, but a little too late. The minus armor does not come into effect at this point.
And the Keeper's got more entangles. He's coming in here. He's got one more at the very least. Has to be careful though as well. The next Acid Bomb is going to force this TP, I think.
Whoa, it definitely ticks down if he's not reaching. Yeah, Town Portal. He has to go to the Moon Wells quick, but I guess he will do that.
But there was 2 more Archers killed, if I counted that correctly. So it's 3 Archers so far in this game, 4-1 TP. That is easily worth it.
But the Town Portal is gone. Maybe Foggy can go for a surprise attack at some point when Moon does not expect it, and that opens up something for him. That is a chance for Foggy at least. As it oftentimes is the case on last Refuge, we go into Tier 3 with Engines of Lore and Creeping.
Second big consumable, the one of mana stealing. Can be pretty good. Still not the greater mana though. Now Moon, excuse me, is going towards the big creep camp here. The Flute, what he's looking for. He's staying on Tier 2, by the way, if I saw that correctly. Moon, always been a big fan of the Dryads. Doesn't seem to be going to MGs just yet.
Belt of Giant Strength helps against the hero focus that Foggy applied a couple of times on Echo Isles. Didn't save him the map, but let him survive for a little. Rushing Tier 3, as he said, 66% done. Mountain Giants all the way.
Is he going to get this Ogre Lord even? Oh my god, Moon is coming in. He's sniffing this out. If he gets this last hit, that would be one of the plays of the tournament. Doesn't get it though. One Archer died, by the way, to the Shockwave, and more maybe following. Good entangle here to keep the opponent at bay.
Talisman, nice-ish. 4 more mana, more HP, but not the dream. Not a like. Imagine the mana bong now.
Yeah, that's absolutely the best one right there. The Catgus Pipe. So here come the MGs. Okay, no Dryads at all. That means no Dispel. Foggy is gonna have to make damn sure he's got the inventory to make up for that.
Okay. No decision yet, of course. Dryad Dispel is coming in. Moon lost a little bit of time with this Keeper of the Grove moving into, like, to the left-hand side of the map without accomplishing anything. And Foggy, for one of the first times here, does have more experience, but Moon is catching up. But Creepjack potential here for Foggy, but his force is kind of limited.
Finds the Flute. Really nice for everything but Mountain Giants.
Yep. And Moon is not getting punished for this red spot.
Big army as well. You know, 1 kill here, 1 kill there. Over time, it adds up.
These 4 archers are a lot of damage.
Yeah, but none of these do much against Mountain Giants, of course. When they have the upgrade, that is, which is still a little while away.
Very tanky Alchemist here, but also Moon, not the luckiest one with his item. Hood of Cunning, pretty much crap.
Both players here neck and neck with experience. But Moon, no single MG just yet, right?
And again, the 4 MG critical mass wins you games. Foggy is going for the Laboratory to open up the chance for the Zeppelin. He was so good with that, but there's so much anti-air. He has to be super duper careful.
Yeah. Don't see a Zeppelin doing too much here. But it was also just a safe creep camp. He's waiting for his upgrades, I'm pretty sure, on the Mountain Giants, and this was a camp where nothing was going to happen to him. Where he got his level 4, he has level 3 Alchemist as well. And the MGs now will soon reach their full potential.
Moon is not level 4 here. And has no Mountain Giants. Decent mid-game for Foggy, I'd say. But more experience coming from Moon. He still has this one, then he still has his Laboratory. That's a lot of experience, and he closes in on level 4.
That Alchemist is so tanky, by the way, for Moon.
Yep.
Foggy's not too bad either, I guess.
Orb of Venom is there. Only for... Okay, for both players now. Moon just went home to get it. Did he? Yeah.
Even the Turtle Camp with the Murloc just being taken here in the far corner of the map. Usually we see that reserved until a couple of fights have gone down first. But Foggy doesn't want to fight yet. He wants to get more upgrades, more MGs, I guess.
Moon is expanding in the bottom right. And he sees some movement at least. Is Moon expanding twice?
That would be pretty crazy.
That would be almost 800 gold.
I don't believe so. There is the one, though.
Foggy's not following this. He has to invest a lot for the upgrades. And more mountain giants. Salesman of evasion. Man, really not lucky with these item drops.
Makes his Alchemist a little bit tankier. And he is going to be in the front line. Maybe that is going to find some value. Level 4 here for the Alchemist for Moon is going to be reached.
Oh, Wand of the Wind for Moon. That can be great to deny Heal Spray, to enable a surround, because there's no Dryad for Foggy.
It's been a couple of series, it seems like. But we had one. We had some in the earlier stages where surprise expos won games.
Yeah.
Is this going to be once again the case? How are you going to scout for it?
Nope. He's so close. Has Treants. Could split them. Could send in a Wisp, but he's not.
He's not thinking of it. He's not thinking of it. Oh, man.
This is a super unusual expo position, by the way.
Yes.
This is not normal that people are expanding there. This is just Moon being Moon.
But now Moon is attacking the main with not a very big army. That could tip his hand a little, perhaps.
Did he rebuy the town portal, Remo?
Moon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me neither. Treant scouted the entire army. Engine of War's moving over. Counter expansion.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And those two expos are so close to each other. Woo. But Moon's gonna scout it immediately, and guess what? With a Wisp.
This timing is so sick.
These Wisps every single time.
Understandable now why Archimon got killed by it.
Wisps OP confirmed.
Wisp OP confirmed.
I love how Moon also is moving across the map. He's got the more mobile army with the mass Dryads compared to the Mountain Giants. Maybe he can't win a fight right now, but he can outmaneuver Foggy. Buy time for that expansion. Moon once again playing this super smart.
Going into the base now, trying to do some... Oh, Zapper!
Oh my god!
And he followed this up.
Oh.
Speaking of being smart, this is an investment that costs a lot, but boy does that keep Foggy stuck. At 60 supply, you really don't want that. And now the expansion starts to pay off, and Moon is racing towards 70, 80 supply.
That is some 200 IQ plays right there. Trying to go for the hero focus, but of course the Dispel is there immediately. The MGs. Can they turn this around now?
These Dryads again, man. Moon is splitting them, diving from Foggy's Dryads and takes them out. There's a little bit of a comeback here, but at the end, Moon should be better with that, I guess. Oh, actually takes out a few. Nice heal spray by Foggy. Keeps his Dryads alive, at least most of them. But he needs more. He's dropping in supply. Can't get the kills anymore. Here comes the heal spray from Moon. Looking good for the Korean.
Keeper dropping low here, and the MGs. They're mostly busy with the Treants, it seems like.
Yep,
now finally doing something against the Archers here as well. Okay, Foggy's finding some kills. Okay. That's a level up for him as well. He's going to find more kills here.
Ooh, he's coming back. Not giving up this again. And that bought time for his expansion as well. And hopefully time for his Moon Worlds to come back. In case he didn't forget about it.
Could have gotten one more Dryad kill there. Didn't quite manage to get it though.
Has to be careful with Keeper. 50%. Should have the town portal though.
Moon once again looking for the expo cancel. Is he in time?
Ooh,
it's close.
In time. If he summons Treants.
Yes. Oh, he still has so much mana, right? Can summon the Treants.
He's coming in. Is there repair? Ah, Treants now. It's very close. Foggy has to cancel.
Yeah, has to cancel.
Otherwise, he's losing the entire gold. He's not canceling. He's not canceling. Now he is.
Last second. Came at a price though. At least one Dryad. 2 Dryads to fall.
NTP.
If he scouts his expo right now, if he has an idea. He saw it. He saw it with a Wisp.
Okay, it's clobbering time. Grab the sticks and get up. That would be a major, major turnaround for Foggy. It is a little slow. The Mountain Giants are slow. He has Treants, grabs the first stick. Wisps are coming in for the repair, but immediately going for the Acid Bomb. I think Moon has to give... Does Foggy have a Town Ball? That's the most important question right now. One Mountain Giant is not attacking. Needs to do it now. Taunt being used to distract. Oh, but it looks like he's focusing on the army.
Foggy could just kill the tree and TP out if he wants to. But it's not what he's trying for right now. Going for the heroes. They're pretty tanky against the MGs. Maybe you should go for the Dryads instead. Good micro by Moon once again with his signature kiting. And Foggy lost so much in the process. More and more Dryads of his are about to fall. Foggy, his Mountain Giants are getting ignored and Moon is just going for everything else. Now the Alchemist in quite a bit of trouble. He has the Ankh though. That could save him here. One Dryad only left. The heal spray.
Healed so heavy, but now they're clobbering with the siege damage against the Dryads. Now he gets some kills. Moon is backed into a corner, but the Keeper has a big healing. That's so important. As long as he keeps the heroes alive, it's looking good for Foggy. Reinforcements coming in from Moon. Now he's going for the tree again, but now he doesn't have the siege damage anymore. He consumed the big healing, I guess. There's not much time anymore. He has to TP soon, waiting for the last second. Is this enough? Is this enough? The repair is enough. Moon holds! Foggy, this was, I guess, the wrong idea.
I think that MG may have attacked the Wisp instead of the tree. I'm not sure. But it looked like there was some damage missing there.
He was smelling blood in the water. He thought he could beat the army and then the tree, but he wasn't able because Moon's Dryad Micro is out of this world once again. He took losses, of course. Mining didn't really pay off yet. He had to repair a lot. This accomplished something. Foggy is super low in resources.
Low mana as well, by the way. His Alchemist.
Yeah, that's true. But he has the Keeper level up.
Alright. Moon on the high ground. Probably not a good idea to go up there now for Foggy. Especially considering he's got his own expo. Not yet mining. Not yet entangled. But this tree will not be getting cancelled anymore. Alchemist coming back and he needs the mana for the heal. Inventory for Foggy is looking a little bit slim. No anti-magics, no invulns, and this is a lot of Treants marching their way over.
Yep, Dispel coming in as well on both sides. Heal spray immediately used by Moon, but the Alchemist is a little far forward. Maybe he can capitalize on them. But of course, first it's Dryad time, and the Concave for Moon again. Foggy is losing 6-9 supply in a heartbeat.
The MGs, can they outlast this battle? Here's level 5 now, I think it was. Yeah, it was for Moon. But the Dryads, yeah, they're marching forward, ignoring the Mountain Giants the way they're supposed to. Starting to fall a little bit as well, but the rain is coming in from the heal spray, healing them up so much. Level 5 now for this Alchemist. Even more healing now coming from his side.
This looks good. Foggy is losing so many Dryads. That's so much good experience, and there's still so many. But can he kill the tree with it? That's the question. He's almost surrounding the Keeper of the Grove there, who doesn't have a TP, I guess. Breaks out of it, though, with a Dispel. Can he get a hero kill? Level 5 on the Alchemist now as well. Heal spray is becoming a lot stronger. He's aiming for another Entangle Acid Bomb. Right clicks must be coming in, but the staff is on the Alchemist.
Nice
Keeper
staff.
is safe. Now for Foggy. There. Ooh, Keeper is about to fall, but yeah.
He has the Ankh. His Keeper has the Ankh, and now the poison damage is coming in. The Dryads have to run. They're all dropping low.
Okay.
The Mountain Giants tickled them until it hurt.
Oh, man. Oh, what a game again.
Jesus.
This is worth a grand final. Going back and forth.
Seems to be a lot about the mana, especially on the Alchemist. All about that heal.
Isn't there a mana potion on the Alchemist of Foggy?
He had one earlier. Not certain about it right now.
Going home now.
But shouldn't he pick up those sticks? Wouldn't that help?
Maybe he wants the trees for Treants, I'm not too sure, man. No mana potion. Clarity is running, though. Foggy is a lot closer to level 6.
And we go again, but so many Dryads by Moon. Oh my goodness. This Orb of Venom will have to do all the work here, it seems like. All the Dryads for Foggy are already dead.
And then
not a single one is left.
And then there's no Dispel. One is left, but focused immediately. Now it's Treant's time, I think. Doing so much damage against the Mountain Giants. Reinforcements are coming. What a heal spray. Everything back to full health. Moon is marching forward towards his first title in the Gold League. This Mountain Giant is spread from everything. Heroes have to carry this. Maybe level 6, but yeah, it's Dryads against Heroes and Mountain Giants.
If he kills one of those heroes, that must be it. This Alchemist could be getting stabbed as long as he's not entangled. He has to detonate right now against these trees, otherwise I guess he can't get out.
Foggy
he's trying to transfer something.
Looks like Foggy is falling. Entangle comes in. Is there something he can transfer? The Ankh. But now that Keeper is exposed. He's not 6. He can't save himself into invulnerability. And if the first hero falls, then Foggy falls. Then the Ukraine falls and the Western scene falls as well. And this seems to be it. Can the Mountain Giants? No, they can't! Korea is on top of the Warcraft world. The 5th race is back on the Frozen Throne after so many years after.
What an impressive performance here by Moon, man. It was close, especially on the last map, but that 4-1 victory here he deserved. He takes this title, dropping only 2 maps.
Absolutely insane. 2,617 days since the last major win for Moon. He took so many beatings in this Gold League. Sometimes even embarrassed by making easy mistakes. But not this time. This time he was the 2007 Moon, who had answers against everything, with his keeper for his Night Elf race, who also have the first major title since 2011. Unbelievable.
And I wouldn't even, personally, I wouldn't give it so much to the keeper, but to the Wisps and the Dryads. This is how he won that, in my opinion, the champion, our world champion. Finally, it's Moon again.
Absolutely. He deserves to be there, man. How he was struggling when he got back from the army. How he fought. He never gave up. He took breaks from streaming. That must have cost a lot. But he wanted to be in shape again. It wasn't just streaming for him. He wants to compete. At almost 32 years old, this man is as strong as he was in his prime.
I'm so glad for him, man. How many times did we see him come here and disappoint? Not only us and the fans, but also himself. You have to consider the legacy he has. And finally, he's got that title again. Deserved.
那首先感谢对暗夜打出好的补丁的暴雪。
Okay, apparently you can't hear him. I thought you can. Usually they always switch it, but man, he is running away from Lin a little more, getting more and more close to this $500,000 prize money. He's so close now, man. I think it takes him 1 or 2 tournaments. He's now at 491,000. And there is a $10,000 tournament, by the way, coming up later this December, closely before Christmas. He's going to be there, and Lin as well.
And what a time to get into shape as well towards the end of 2018, when 2019 is on the horizon, with so much happening for Warcraft 3. Big tournaments, big prize money, and of course, Reforged, everything happening next year in Moon. Man, he's hitting his stride perfectly in time. Hopefully, he can keep up this shape.
And another, like, there is a team that has to pick him up. This is the best application you can do. You go in for a job interview and you bring this trophy. That will increase your salary for sure.
Can put that on his resume. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look pretty damn good. Dropping 2 maps to a world championship sounds pretty damn impressive, and it was. It absolutely was.
A lot of respect from the Chinese, the players, the casters, the organizers, the fans. He's kind of one of their own for some reason. Just
he's a living legend right here. On the stage in front of the crowd right now. The last couple of days, people were so happy to interact with him.
What a nice smile this was, man. A smirk, realizing, okay, all that work was worth it.
Proving it on the biggest of stages, our new world champion. He gets a few flowers as well to celebrate the moment. Dethroning TH in similarly impressive fashion, if not even better.
Yes. Only the 6th Gold League champion, I guess. The first Korean ever. The first Night Elf ever. Moon continuing to write Warcraft 3 history. It's just insane how dedicated this guy is to this game. And what he brought to this game. The greatest of all time.